Final topic. We want to talk about your friend from DR Sports.
Can I just put a disclaimer? Yeah. I've met a handful of people on DR Sports. Nick's one, Laurie's one. Let's just put it this way. I've met the least amount of people from DR Sports. I've not received one check from DR Sports or payment from DR Sports. So I have actually never been a representative or employee of DR Sports. So not saying anything negative about DR. I watch DR all the time. I actually like their platform. Their platform is really good. Shout out to everybody at DR. Shout out to Robbie as well, and shout out to Hass, and shout out to Laurie. That's what I'm saying.
When
here.
you go like politician mode,
Yeah.
when you go politician mode, it just cracks me
No,
up
but
so
levels.
much.
Shout out to Robbie though, 'cause I actually rate Robbie still.
The thing is with Shane, yeah, Shane's one of these edgy. He tries to, when it comes to race conversations, Shane likes to be edgy. Like he likes to look at like racism in a different way and be like, nah, but who cares if it's racist and blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously we've got to talk about Abbi Summers. I'm going to say we were torn about whether to talk about it, but I think that our fan base was asking us on stream to talk about
on Saturday, innit?
Yeah.
On Saturday.
They would expect that we talk about this. So
she's come out with a public apology.
You hadn't seen the tweets, first of all.
Yeah.
So there's tweets. It's from years ago. It's a client. We see this all the time. See it with Maya Jama.
Yeah,
we see it with mad different people.
Bare people. Even from IFL done it. I think that's why he left IFL.
Yeah, he ain't really a public figure like that. Man don't even know his face. Like you do, you in the world of boxing, you do, but like he's not known like that. But getting chatted up and asked out by a black boy from the third floor is not the one. She said, really awkward when a black waitress asked what color bread you want. ... White. We need a striker like Africans need starving kids. She said. That was all stuff around like kind of black people and African people. Then there's other tweets around like more Zionism, which obviously with the war and everything, it's a big hot topic at the moment. I feel
What did she say?
I'm about to interrupted me reading it to read it. There's other silly tweets like I think it's even funnier just because she's.
Are you gonna read a Ross tweet or not?
Someone said this. I've just googled Abbi Summers tweets, so some of these are not like Jewish. They're all mishmash, yeah. But like, there's a tweet here that says like, "Thanks for the half-hearted compliment. Although I don't know what peak means. I'm not from the ghetto." Just silly. I'm trying to find the ones about the Israelis. I'm trying to find it. I can't even find it.
So she might not even have said anything.
No, I've seen them before, but I can't remember.
I haven't seen none of this, by the way, because I don't really.
Yeah, Shane don't really follow social media.
I don't have Twitter. I don't really do none of the social media things. So.
She said, if Corbyn was to become leader of Britain, the place I consider my home, I would no longer feel that I'm protected and safe. I would rather go and fight for Israel, the place that will always be home to me, despite where I'm born. There's some other stuff.
Alright, cool.
But yeah.
Can I just say,
go on.
You haven't said one thing other than the African comment, which, to be fair, I would have said that, and if I said that, that's flipping funny. That African comment
you
is
saying
hilarious.
it and her saying it, two different things.
Of course. But that's funny. Like, I actually would have... That's something that I would have said. But I can't... the thing is, yeah, I can't condone behaviour that you're not condoning. Do you get what I'm saying? When I mean you're not condoning... Not you, I mean Abbi.
Oh, I was thinking...
Abbi hasn't stood on a gangster, bro. If you said something, you got to stand on it, bro. Like, for me, I respect... Let's say you have a Hitler and you have a another racist person, yeah?
Okay, yeah, go on.
I would respect Hitler more than the racist person behind my back. I don't like you, but I respect you more because you're going to tell me to my face. I don't like when people are racist, but then do public apologies. Yeah. Bro, just stand on your gangster, bro. Just literally stand on it. Like, could you imagine being a slave getting whipped, yeah? And then a slave master comes to you, I didn't mean it. Bro, don't whip me, my G. Why would you write it in the first place? Why would you write those comments in the first place if it's deep rooted in your head? And then she said, oh, she was ignorant and young. Bro, that's a load of shit, fam. That is a load of shit, bro. Because if those comments were calculated enough, bro.
Do you want to hear the apology?
You're going to read it.
So the apology says, and I kind of agree with Shay. Obviously, we're in a world where social media... One of the reasons I don't like doing social media, and one of the reasons I don't like the UK social media scene, yeah, is like, I feel like if I do social media in a big way and I'm friends with people that's rappers or whatever, if someone releases a song I think is trash, I feel like I'm not allowed to say I think that song is trash. It's almost outside of the drill guys that have got real street beef that comes into the music industry. The industry itself is so popular. Me and Shane had a conversation before about why UK boxing isn't as great as American boxing, why UK film and music isn't as great. Part of it is money. America's very rich, but part of it is that I feel like we lower the standards because we look at it like it's our brethren that's doing it. And actually, if AJ Chasey releases a song, or if Getz releases a song, or if Giggs' son's rapping, I thought Giggs' son's music was kind of trash. You're not allowed to say that. You just everyone has to be extra happy and jovial and friendly.
Facts.
And to take that one step further, if you do believe certain, I don't know if she believes the things that she said or not. In social media, people say things I don't know. But if you do believe it, what me and Shane are saying is that we'd rather you just believed it and said you believed it. We could have a conversation. We can have a conversation. Yo, I believe...
Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, I believe, blah, blah. We've seen Young Spray sit down and Tommy Robinson. We've seen a Carla debate Tommy Robinson. Do you mean like, I believe in the free market.
Facts.
Yeah, I believe in the free market. So what I don't like about this country, is that if I experience a lot of racism in this country, lots of English people or white people tell me the country's not racist. You've just been unlucky. You've experienced a lot of racist people, and it's unfortunate. But if these racist people would just come out, and we will never know how much the country's really racist, because it's really a secret. Like
the moment someone ever expresses racism or says anything racist, instantly it's a case of, you know what, just apologize, brush it under the carpet. So it's actually not magnified.
And I reserve the right not to accept someone's apology, by the way. Like, what should normally happen is, okay, cool, you got a white baker who doesn't like black people, and then you got a black baker who doesn't like white people, and all the black people can go to the black baker, and all the white people can go to the white baker, and then the white baker can make their money, the black baker can make their money, and that's just what it is. There's no point, like, our social media thing might never hit 10 million subscribers, but we're only going to talk what's real. Man's not going to sit here and talk what's not real in the hope of getting more subscribers. That's dead. The only thing that's weird to me about this stuff is that she's on a show with so many black people.
Facts.
That's the only thing that's weird to me. And I've said before that when
but this you brought up a good point. You brought up a good point. She's on a show with bare black people. In fact, I don't want to go there, but like
I don't know where you're going.
Nick, like remember our experience, and we had a show with bare black people, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, is it by design, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Are we looking at a media plant right now?
No, listen, from a production perspective, it might be deliberate. We need somebody who's white to balance out the colour of the panel. We need someone who's a woman to balance out the gender of the panel. I understand that. I'm not talking about production. I'm talking about her. Because if I don't like white women...
If I
don't like white women, just because there's a show of all white women and they need a black man, I might choose not to go over there.
Yeah, facts.
You would choose not to. You're a better example, because I would be over there. But you would choose not to go over there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was a club, if we're walking down the street, we go Miami, and there's a club all full of white women, and the big glass window, all white gal, and then there's a club over there, all black gal, and the guy said to the promoter of the club with the white gal, said to you, yo, I'll give you a table and free drinks if you come into this club.
And
you'd be like, no. But if it's the white gal club, you'd be like, no, I don't want to be in there. So if you feel a certain way towards black people, you still, okay, I understand production wanting a white woman to be on there, but she, as an individual, as a human, would still have to choose to go on there.
I do think, obviously, a lot of the comments are juvenile, but I feel like you have to understand, if, like, when you say...
She was about 19, 20 at this time as well. She wasn't a child.
Yeah, true.
As an adult.
Like, because for me...
Because you know what it is when I see these racist tweets? For me, what it is you obviously, one, felt comfortable enough to say these things, but two...
That's what I was going to say.
You were around a community of people that you felt were going to laugh along
palatable.
with you.
It's palatable for them.
For you. So it's not just like you've said something and people are going, oh my God, Shane, what the hell? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
what? And this, because she apologized and she said it was her when she was younger.
I want to... Should I read the apology?
Yeah, and then I want to react straight away.
I want to deeply apologise for the hurtful and offensive... This is Abbi, by the way.
By the way, she didn't even type this.
By the way, this is Abbi. This ain't me. because I don't apologize for nothing. So if you ever see an apology from me, someone's got a gun
AI
because it weren't
AI
me.
or something.
It weren't me. I want to deeply apologize for the hurtful and offensive things I have said in the past. This is not who I am as a person, and I wish that I never said those things. I was young, ignorant, and lacked the understanding I have now, but that doesn't excuse my words. I'm truly sorry for any pain I've caused. I hope those who know me know my character enough to understand how shocked and ashamed I am. I'm
Shocked?
sorry. That's what I thought. Shocked is your words. I don't know why you're shocked.
How are you shocked by your own
Something
words,
that
man?
said,
G?
you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. I am so sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I will continue to conduct myself in a way that I expect of others with respect, integrity, and a commitment to doing better.
Can I just say something? What happened? Because you're saying this is no longer you. What happened in your life for you to become what you are today?
This is why I really rate. Do you remember Liam Neeson?
Yeah, of course.
Remember his racism?
Bro, I respect that.
I really rated Liam Neeson's
Facts.
thing.
Me as well.
He talked about a friend of his that was
got
sexually
raped.
assaulted. I weren't going to say that.
Sorry,
it's
that
fine.
got great.
They got sexually assaulted, and he said, "Brother, all she said was it was a black man," and I was looking to just cave a black man's head in, and I was like, "Bro, for me as a man, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from."
Facts.
Because I have walked down the street in Hounslow and had someone shout N-word at me and throw a glass bottle, and I just wanted to lick down a white man.
Trust me.
I understood from a man from
Facts.
I'm not racist towards white people. Liam Neeson's not racist towards black people. But we had a conversation where I understand.
I understand that, bro.
I
I can 1,000,000% understand that. But what I don't understand is because for me, the only thing that we've publicly seen is you've gone from saying racist comments to being on a platform with bare black people,
Yeah.
and now you're apologizing for it. Is it because you're getting paid why you've become a different person? What's happened in your life? Is it because is it because you found a black man and obviously he might have done a thing to you that you made? Oh, maybe black people are human after all. I don't know literally what happened to you that made you change your mind? Because you're saying you're in your 20s, so it couldn't have been that long.
You're an adult.
You're an adult. What happened? What changed within your life that meant you went from being a racist person or a person who had racist opinions and was in an environment
thought that racist jokes were funny or whatever the case may be.
Whatever the
case may be.
To then be, you know what? That's wrong.
And you're from London, right? She's from London, I'm sure.
I don't know her, bro.
I'm assuming she's. I don't know.
You know her. You know her. Bro, do you not know her? Have you not met her? Have you not? I've never been in the same room as this woman.
I've never had a conversation with her.
Okay, but
I've been in the same room.
Okay.
I've never had a conversation with her.
Cool.
Okay.
But here's my.
But I'm just thinking the person. This is somebody that supports a London.
Can I ask a question?
Oh my.
And this question might have to get cancelled after this. Because
go on.
I know you still go on AFTV. You want me to ask the question?
Yeah, go on. You go on.
What is Robbie gonna do?
I don't know. Her comments are off on all her Instagram posts. Loads of the tweets have obviously.
Is Robbie gonna make a public statement? Because he made a public statement for when Claude made a racist comment about Son. Because Claude said he's probably gonna sell a DVD.
I didn't know he said that. I didn't know he said that.
By the way, yeah.
This is before my. I didn't know he said that.
That racist joke that she said about we need a striker more than African kids need food. That's flipping funny.
I know, mad fat Africans. I don't even know where this.
That's why, yeah. When white people say about Africa, like they actually haven't been Africa. Like Africans actually have paper. Like the richest black people in the world are African. Just to let people know that, like some of the richest black people in the world are African.
You can't speak logic to racist people.
But it's funny. That is actually funny. Like the Claude comment is actually funny.
Yeah.
But what is Robbie gonna do? Like I love racist jokes, so I don't mind getting cancelled still.
I don't know what Robbie's gonna do.
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? How valuable is this person to the overall show? What kind of, and also not just Robbie, but like she's on TalkSport. She's on like she does like a lot of big things.
Can I ask another question? And this is gonna get us in real trouble.
Oh fuck it!
If she wasn't blonde and she wasn't white, do you think the backlash would have been the same?
What do you mean?
If she wasn't of a certain persuasion, do you think she would have got this?
No, but you know what it is, yeah, people always say this, innit? Because I've been asked by white people, like, why can you say the N-word and I can't, yeah? And first of all, I'm like, bro, that's obviously a dumb question. But bro, all words have context in it. So it always depends on who you are. It always depends on who you are. Do you know what I'm saying?
But like, I'm talking about the lack of because let's say she's on DR Sports next week.
Listen, you're asking questions I don't know the answer to. But if like we're gonna do a podcast soon with my boy Ricky. Ricky's white.
White,
yeah?
and I'm so glad.
And we're sitting down
We
bantering
needed a
together.
white
But
man to balance
if,
out
Rick-
there.
if Ricky had his own show where he sat in a room on his own and there were no black people around him and he made a racist joke, people would feel differently to if, say, Don Strapsy made a racist joke. The same joke. Because Don Strapsy's with bare black man. Like so it feels different. It feels totally different. If she said the same joke now, people might respond differently because she's around black people. She obviously is saying that joke with the feeling
But you know what it is?
that maybe Flex or Robbie or whoever's going to laugh.
It's different though. You know why it's different? Because you know the hypocrisy? I just realised.
What?
Didn't she come out and defend Flex when Flex was racially abused outside of the United game? I'm pretty sure when Flex was racially abused outside the United game, she came to his defense.
Enough of our viewers are either white or English, yeah? And you know what I'm saying? Mad love and respect to all of them. I got mad brethren that's white, mad brethren that's English.
You sound like a black man. I got my next door neighbour's black. White man that.
But what I'm saying is like, I can't ever speak to a next man's motivation. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what was in her heart when she defended Flex. I don't know what was in her heart when she sent the tweets. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's a job. I don't know. Like, I actually do not know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd love to interview her and find out.
That's why I'm so. I wouldn't want to love to interview her now, though. I would if she was still a racist and still still saying these
if she was still a racist
and she was still saying them racist comments and she stood that, I'd interview her tomorrow because I love that, bro. I love that stuff, bro. You know me.
We should do that on our second channel.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Tommy Robinson just got out of jail. We'll chat to him.
Yeah, right up, bro. Because for me, I'm not even on a Young Spray thing.
No. We're far more educated than Young Spray.
But on a case of like, bro, just stand on your gangster, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the show, man.